Go to networking events where I know that it's not just about the eating and the drinking. Let's just be honest, because we have some of those events too. But again, I'm not going to touch on that heavily. But one thing I would definitely suggest is going to network in these areas. So even if you already have the plan, you have your travel budget, you just happen to be down in that area, and it happens to be an area you want to expand. Take a look at an event calendar for the city and see what's out there and what's available specifically for business. There's always some type of small business event going on, whether it's something that it's being aligned with across the country or within the state or within the city. So check on some of those items too, because I think that's very crucial and important. Because and you don't even have to go down there to pitch your brand. It's even just to go down there and get insight. Get insight from people who have been doing business at least 2, 3, 5 years in that area. As It can be obviously people that's in your industry, but it can also can be people that's not in your specific industry. Just get a feel and a sense of what their experiences have been. And it would even be a key bonus if you actually met someone who was a transplant like yourself from another place, from another city, and they came, whether it's from your same city or from a similar type of city such as yours. It's even beneficial to talk to people that have transplanted to these different areas, because you'd be surprised, some people expand to certain areas and the market may not be great for your business. And so you want to definitely get a sense of that too before you actually expand fully into that. But going to networking events that are fruitful, going to networking events that actually have substance, that has typically, if they have speakers that are really great and that can share nuggets, those are the type of actual networking events that I would tend to, just in my personal opinion and just my honest suggestion, because I feel like with those type of events and those type of seminars, you're actually getting something out of it that's going to stick in your head, but it's also going to give you what you need to get to the next level in your business. So try to, especially when you're expanding, try to avoid those networking events where it's kind of like an after five event, you're just drinking and eating. Go to those and invest in those. It may be 20, $30, but it may be the best 20 or $30 that you actually spend. Go to those seminars and workshops and check that out when you're looking at your travel budget and expanding to those areas. Find seminars and workshops that you can actually go to, that you can actually go and learn something, get nuggets, meet people who are high level. So that way, you know, when it comes down to coming down there and understanding what the culture of business is like in those areas, you're already prepared and you're just not going in there blindsided. So doing all of that, getting your necessary research, making sure that you're going to different networking events there, identifying and knowing how many times you need to travel with that. Of course, it's going to cost some money, but compared to opening a brick and mortar in one location and then trying to do it in another location, that can definitely cost thousands, hundreds and thousands of dollars, considering whereas in a co-working space, you already have a membership, you already have established a business in one area. Now you also have the resources and tools, which is another tip that I want to just mention. Now you have the additional resources and tools to go ahead and expand to those other co-working spaces too, because now you have the office coordinators that are there that can help you with those tools and nuggets. And you may even have some of those members that work for the co-working space that actually travels. If they work for a franchise shared space, they may travel between spaces, and so they can also give you nuggets before you even get down there. So you have the resources and tools from the co-working that you're currently a membership of. And so that's even more beneficial. And you're saving so much money that you can be investing in your marketing strategy or even with getting and enhancing your current products or services that you have. So again, I really hope that you guys took some of these nuggets and that you took some of this information and you walk away from it knowing that if you're at that stage in your business of expanding, if you're in that stage of your brand where it's like, hey, I've mastered my current local location, I have great relationships, my business is profitable, I'm ready to go to the next level, I want to utilize this through co-working, you can. Don't say that you can't. Don't think, oh, what if? None of that. If you've done your research, if you have the necessary partners, if you have the necessary stakeholders involved in your actual business, and you utilize the co working concept method, I can almost assure you, as long as you stay as hungry as you were building your business from the start, expanding is going to be challenges, of course, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And you're going to learn more about yourself and how far you can go. There's people who have utilized co working spaces and shared spaces because it saves thousands of dollars that have even taken their business or is even currently considering taking their actual businesses across the country. And don't get me wrong, guys, there are countries, Africa is one of them. There are, I said Africa, continents, countries in Africa that are, that's just, I'm using that for an example, but there are other countries across the globe that are ecstatic and would love to have the business of, the American business too, and especially a small business. People have done it, people are currently doing it, and they're mastering it. And so, utilizing the co-working concept and utilizing shared space is helped some entrepreneurs in that format, and it's definitely been profitable for them because they've been able to put their money into different parts of their business so it can have that strength and, most importantly, that longevity with their partnerships and their customers. We're going to go ahead and go on a quick commercial break, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap up season 1 episode 5 of the Co-working Culture podcast, and we'll be back shortly. See you guys in a bit.
You are now listening to the Co-working Culture podcast, where we discuss everything co-working, collaboration, and the customer experience, streaming on all online media platforms. During Season 1, we will have 8 episodes dedicated to discussing and educating you on the concept of co-working, leaving you with the right tools and knowledge to start, grow, and profit with your brand. To learn more about this podcast, visit thecoworkingculture.com. And now, your host, Ali Joseph.
Join us quarterly as we discuss business at the co-working level. Meet new professionals and engage in powerful conversation on topics important to today's business survival and impact. The Co-working Culture presents Coffee, Conversation, and Co-working, a new quarterly live event bringing entrepreneurs together to gain more business resources with powerful speakers and introducing business owners to the co-working concepts and spaces across Chicago. For more event information, visit thecoworkingculture.com to subscribe and stay up to date with the latest. Again, that's thecoworkingculture.com.
Hey, it's Ali Joseph, host of The Co-working Culture. What are some of the things that inspires you on a regular basis? What are those main components and those main items that makes you get out of bed in the morning? I encourage you to take the time and take a moment out of your day, out of your week, even out of your entire month, just to sit down and reflect on the items and the things that you've done throughout your daily, your weekly, and your monthly time. Has it inspired you? Has it made you decide to get out of bed and be greater? Has it motivated you, or has it motivated your circle? I highly encourage that you take that moment to self-reflect, because each and every day that you do that, you're not only building yourself and making a better you, but you're helping to surround and construct and structure your entire circle. To learn more about my information and about my podcast, The Co-working Culture, please visit IamAliJoseph.com. Again, that's IamAliJoseph.com. You can also find me on social media, Facebook at Ali Joseph, as well as on Twitter at Co-working Culture, and on Instagram at I am Ali Joseph. See you guys online. And I'm back. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, this is the Co-working Culture, Season 1, Episode 5. I am so excited about this episode because we've been able to discuss and talk a little bit about co-working and travel, expanding your brand through travel and co-working. So it's been a very exciting topic, and I hope that you guys got some main nuggets out of that. Definitely with co-working, understanding that number one, you can expand your brand if you're at that time and if you're in that part of your business plan where you're ready to expand. co-working can definitely be an option for you. Specifically, more so if you don't have the thousands of dollars that a lot of us in entrepreneurship don't have, or we have and we're putting it in other areas, of course, in our marketing, in our business, paying our employees, just to name a couple. But the first thing is definitely understanding that you can do it without completing the traditional brick and mortar. Number two, having a necessary travel budget that you actually take a look at to make sure that you have all of your travel structured for the first 6 months, well, for the entire year, but to strategize it for the first 6 months to see what went wrong, what went correct, so that way you can take the second 6 months out of the year and make sure that you don't make those same mistakes. Having that necessary travel budget. And of course, number three, research. You've researched those cities in those areas, and of course you're currently a part of a co-working space that has multiple locations within other areas of the country, or as well as within other areas across the globe. And so if you take those three components and that you're at that portion and at that point in your business and in your business plan when you're ready to expand, definitely consider using the co-working option. Save some money to be able to put that within your business, to do other aspects to continue to strengthen the longevity of your business, and as well as to retain your customers. I really do hope that you guys get some great content and great nuggets out of this information, including I hope that you've taken notes as well, because this is information that you can continue to have and you can continue to profit from long time and a long ways away and from more to come. So, thank you guys again for tuning in. I'm so excited to announce as well, which I wanted to go ahead and put in this plug because I'm so thrilled about it. If you haven't been following me on social media, again, you can follow me on Facebook, Ali Joseph. You can also follow me on Instagram at I am Ali Joseph. I'm also on Twitter at Coworking Culture, COWORKN Culture. And on there, on my social media pages, you can follow me, including my website, www.iamaliJoseph.com. Nevertheless, what I'm very excited to announce is that the Co-working Culture podcast now has its own app. That's announcement number one. Very excited about that, you guys. I'm so thrilled and I'm so excited that we actually have our own app in Google Play. Now, this is for Android users, guys. I've put announcements on there. I talked about it a couple days ago. I am officially, well, the podcast is officially, my picture's just on it, guys. But the Co-working Culture podcast is officially on the Google Play Store. And so if you are an Android user, and you should be, I'm Team Android, go Team Android. Go on the Google Play Store. You can go on there right now. Don't wait. You can go on there right now and you can actually type in the co-working culture podcast. Type that in specifically, and the actual podcast, you'll see a picture of me and you'll see the co-working culture podcast logo. You can actually sit and download right then and there in the Google Play Store. You can download the actual app. So every time there's a new episode, anytime that it's time to upload, you will get that on your actual app. There will be a notification to let you know, hey, there's a new podcast that's been uploaded. Go ahead and listen in. And all of the episodes of season one is on the app. So you guys will not have any excuse to miss an episode. And to save an episode and to keep it, of course, you have the option on the app to download it. So, yes, that is a very exciting and that's a very big accomplishment. I'm very proud of my team and I'm proud of what we've done with the co-working culture in such a short period of time, considering we just launched in March. So, it's been like a couple months and we're already have an app. How exciting is that, right? Yay to entrepreneurship, yay to elevation. So, yes, if you are an Android user, if you have an Android phone or tablet, feel free to go on the Google Play Store. You can actually go on the Google Play Store. You can type in quote the co-working culture podcast unquote, and it'll actually populate up there and you'll see my picture, you'll see the co-working culture logo, and you can actually download it from the Google Play Store. Now, that doesn't mean that we've forgotten about iTunes and Apple users. There is a little bit more work that goes into that. I think y'all doing it out of nonsense. Sorry, I'm just gonna put it I'm just gonna put it out there. I think that iTunes and Apple's doing a little bit too much. They want a little extra something something just to go ahead and get this go through. But nevertheless,